Hey everybody, welcome to Shopping with Shana. I can't believe it, but it is time for a brand new sale. We finally hit a brand new week one of our 5-time digital coupon sale. And we've got new weekly digitals and lots of other things to talk about. Like everything is brand new this week. So it's amazing. This is going to run from Wednesday, October the 22nd and go through Tuesday, the 28th, 2025. And there's a lot to talk about. So this video is going to be kind of long. I apologize, but I had so many deals that I found this morning, including a couple of freebies. So get excited. Do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss any of the videos I post. I'm planning on having another video later today. I'll talk about that a little bit later into this video, but you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure you're subscribed and those notifications are turned on. Let's go. So as always, we have a couple of digital coupons we need to make sure we clip. 4 times the fuel points for Friday only, or a 2 times the fuel points if that is your particular region. Make sure these digitals are clipped and ready to go. Idea is over the next, couple of days, including today, we're going to start creating our list of items that we want to purchase, as long as the items are not run items, which I do have a couple of run items. One item I know for sure is a run item. You want to make sure that you do your main shopping on Friday and you benefit from those extra points. Also, make sure this digital is clipped on the bottom, the private selection 4 times the fuel points. So anything that's private selection that you happen to purchase, you're going to get extra fuel points on top of it, which is really, really awesome. So you're able to really stock up on those fuel points and not only save money at the grocery store, but also save money at the pump. All right, let's talk 2-day sale. So my region is on the far left-hand side of the screen. And then a Texas region I kind of keep an eye on is on the other side. So it's on the right side. So we have the pumpkins. So we're both getting carving pumpkins or large pumpkins. Mine's buy one, get one free. The one from Texas is $3.99. I think it ends up being about a wash on that one, about the same price, regardless of how you look at it. We're both getting turkey breast for 99 cents per pound. But then it starts to change a little bit. I have Kroger purified water 24 count for $1.99. Their region is getting hot dog and hamburger buns from Kroger for 99 cents. We're both getting eggs for $1.49, which is a great price. Just think about that. A few months ago, we were all like running on egg deals, and now they're starting to come back down. So that's always good. And then probably the biggest difference here is going to be, well, of course, buns and water is very different, but the one that we're probably going to see a lot of people disappointed about is the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up 12 packs are buy 2, get 3 free in my region, but other regions might be getting Kroger seltzer water for 3 for $10. And I bet if you have the seltzer water, you're going to be pretty disappointed that you're not getting the Coke, Pepsi, or 7-Up deal. And I have to be honest with you, I did just check. The 12 packs are currently buy 2, get 2 free, and then we're just going to get a third one free on Saturday and Sunday. All right, now if you happen to have a region like my own where you're getting the 12 packs, we do have some rebates to go with it. I will try to on Friday give you a little bit more clarification and a whole thing, but we do have, well, I should say we have some coupons and some rebates to go with it. So we do have these 2 digital coupons, a 2 off 3 for the Mountain Dew and a $1 off 1 for Crush, Starry, Schweppes, things like that. Now, both of them are going to be difficult to use because we've noticed lately that Kroger is not giving the coupons off on free items. So these may or may not work on your receipt. You'll have to wait and see if it comes off. I haven't tried it out, so I'm not positive that it'll happen. A couple things you can do. You can show the cashier and have them manually put it in if it doesn't work, or you can contact customer service when you get home, let them know you purchased 5, way more than the 3 that's required, and they should give you the $2 back. So those are a couple options for you. There's also a fetch rebate on Mountain Dew, buy 2, get 2,000 points when you buy 2. And I think it's a limit of 1 time, but I'll have to double check that. So either way, you've got some good options here to help save some extra money, even on this really good deal. Now, check your region, see what you happen to have for your regular sale. You might have buy 2, get 2 free, and you could still get a pretty decent deal on that, especially with these coupons and rebates. You just have to figure out how to put them together. Okay. And like I said, I will try to put this together in Friday's video with an actual scenario for you to see. All right, another digital coupon you want to make sure that you clip, and it depends on your region what you're going to get. My region is the Save 10 on a $100 purchase, but a region like the Texas region that I looked at, and several of you told me this, you have a Save 10 on $75 spend, which is really great. I don't know why there's regional differences in this, but there are. It's not too hard to get for me to get to 75. Getting to 101 purchase is difficult. So I'm definitely going to have to plan out my the whole thing. And I might even have to combine some of my dad's items in there just to save that extra $10. We'll have to wait and see how we do this. But anyway, clip these digital coupons or clip a digital coupon, whichever one you have for your region, and then you're good to go. You can, again, put that with your 4 times the fuel points when you go shopping on Friday. As much money as you can save possible. All right, something else to take note of this week that is kind of unusual is Fetchtopia is happening. So Fetch, the rebate Fetch, which by the way, if you do not have Fetch or any of the other rebates I'm going to talk about today, like Ibotta and Shopkick and Swagbucks, sign up today. Use my referral codes in the description box below. It helps me to keep making the videos when you use them, but it also gives you some sort of extra savings when you submit your first receipt. But anyway, Fetchtopia is happening. It starts today and it ends on Tuesday. It's basically where they double or sometimes even triple points in order to make extra money back. It's really cool that's going to happen. You're going to see quite a few deals. And so if there's anything that you happen to want this week, I would go ahead and get it if it has a Fetch rebate, because you're going to get the most points back on that one, as opposed to waiting till the next week when the Fetchtopia goes back down to the regular whatever points that they happen to give you. So you're going to benefit more by shopping this week as opposed to waiting for another week. So there you go. All right, all that said and done to get to our first big sale. We have a 5-time digital coupon sale. I can't say this is my favorite sale, but I know several of you say you really like it. So it is what it is. These are digital coupons that can be used up to 5 times in the same transaction. They can be used multiple times. They're actually going to be clipped and in your account for 3 solid weeks. I don't even think you can unclip them once you do clip them. So they're in your account for the full 3-week sale. You can use them multiple times. You just have to split your transaction. So just make sure if you want to, do 10 items, you have 5 in one transaction and 5 in another transaction. They are store coupons, so we can pair them with manufacturer coupons, including other digital coupons that are manufacturer, and we can also pair them with rebate apps. And I already talked about that a little bit. So let me show you the matchups that I have for you. All right, first deal is going to be the General Mills cereal. Now, grab 2 of them for if you have both the $2.30 off 1 5-time digital and the $1 off 1 manufacturer digital coupon. I don't have the manufacturer anymore, but I do have a Catalina coupon for $1.50 off 3. So I might change my deal up a little bit in order to benefit from that Catalina. But check your Catalinas as well. Anyway, grab 2 of the General Mills cereals if you have both those coupons. They're regularly priced at $4.29. There's a $2.30 off 1 5-time digital coupon. That is a store coupon. We're going to pair it with the $1 off 2 manufacturer digital coupon. You're going to pay about $1.49 per box, which is $2.98 total. And then we're going to take a receipt. We can submit it to Ibotta for $1 back on 2, limit of 1 time. Also submit it to Fetch for 2,500 points when you buy 6 cereals. It's a limit of 3 times. We've had this rebate for a while, so maybe you have some already accumulated towards this. If that's the case, you might be hitting that 6 there. I know I bought 2 the other day, so I should be like 4 away from hitting that. Plus, the advantage of hitting the 2,500 points is much better than doing 1,000 points when it goes back the next week. So remember Fetchtopia. Anyway, that's a limit of 3 times. Final cost ends up being $1.98 total, or roughly 99 cents per box, possibly less if you hit that Fetch rebate. Again, submit to the Box Top app. If you don't have the Box Top app, I do have my referral code below. If you sign up using my referral code, your school gets a bonus. It's either $2.50 or $5 when you submit your first receipt. I don't know if they've changed the bonus up or not. And the school of my choice also gets that same bonus. So it's kind of a win-win situation. So sign up using that referral code. Don't sign up without using a referral code, even if it's not mine. All right. Just make sure you use one so we don't leave money on the table that the kids could have. Next deal we have is the Annie's Mac and Cheese. You want to grab 4 boxes of these. They're regularly priced $1.99. We have $1 off one 5-time digital coupon, so that's going to take them down to 99 cents per box. We also have $1 off 4 digital coupon. That's the manufacturer coupon. So out of pocket, we're going to pay $2.96. We're going to submit our receipt to Ibotta, get $1 back on 4 there. Also submit to Fetch. Now there's 2,000 points, again, up from 1,000 points. When you spend $20, it's a limit of 3 times. The final cost ends up being as high as $1.96 total or 49 cents per box. And if you happen to hit that Annie's threshold there, it might be even cheaper. Again, this is another Box Top products. Make sure you submit to that Box Top app. All right, next deal we have here is the Annie's Mac and Cheese Cups 4-count. These are regularly priced at $7.49. We do have a sale price of $6.99, and there is a 2-off-1 digital coupon. Now, this deal is actually better than the mega sale we had last week because it only took $1 off for the mega sale. We're getting $2 off with the digital coupon. So your out-of-pocket ends up being $4.99 each. We're going to submit our receipt to Ibotta, get 75 cents back on 1, limit of 5 times. And again, this Fetch rebate for 2,000 points back on 20 is still good for this. Final cost ends up being $4.24 each. Again, this is another Box Top product, so submit to the Box Top app. All right, next deal we have is the Annie's Variety or Value Pack Snack. So there includes the, I don't know what they are. They're little bags of snacks, basically. So I know there's fruit snacks in there, but I think there's some other things in there too. Anyway, they're regularly priced at $10.99. They're on sale for $9.99. We have $1 off one 5-time digital coupon. That's going to take you down to $8.99 out of pocket. And then Ibotta is going to give you 50 cents back on 1. It's a limit of 5 times. Again, you can submit for the Annie's products rebate for Fetch. And the final cost ends up being as high as $8.49 each, possibly lower if you hit that Fetch rebate. And again, Box Top products, submit to the Box Top app. Next deal we have is the Progresso Soups deal. I've kind of been waiting for a good Progresso Soups deal because it's starting to get cold here and I love to do grilled cheese and soups as a meal. It's super easy. So we're going to be looking into grabbing 4 of the Progresso Soups this week. They're regularly priced at $2.79. They're on sale for $2.49 each, and we have this $1 off one 5-time digital coupon. We also have $1 off 4 digital coupon. Remember, the 5-time is always going to be a store coupon and the other one is a manufacturer coupon. So out of pocket is $4.96. Then we're going to submit our receipt. Ibotta has $1 back on 3. We're buying 4. That's fine. It's a limit of 1 time. And then we also have this Fetch rebate for 500 points when you buy 2. It's a limit of 3 times. We're actually going to hit it twice. So we'll actually get 1,000 points back there because we're buying 4. Also take note that it does say there's only 843 left as of this morning when I took the screenshot. So this rebate could disappear depending on what day you're watching this. So keep an eye out to make sure that it's not gone. Final cost ends up being as low as $2.96 total, or roughly 74 cents per can. I would say this is a bit of a run deal if you want to do this deal just because of the Fetch rebate. But if you don't get the Fetch rebate, you just add $1 to it. It'd be $3.96. So that would be 99 cents per can. Still a pretty decent deal. Remember, Box Top products, submit to the Box Top app. Next deal we have is the Pillsbury. It says refrigerated items. It's like the crescent rolls, the Grant's biscuits, the cinnamon rolls. You can pick any of those. Grab 2 of them. They're regularly priced at $3.29. They're on sale for $2.99 each, and they're $1 off one 5-time digital coupon. We'll use that store coupon, pair it with the $1 off 2 manufacturer digital coupon. Out of pocket, pay $1.49 each, or $2.98 total. They take your receipt, submit it to Ibotta, get $1 back on 2 there, limit of 1 time. And then because of Fetchtopia, we have 1,500 points back on 2. It's a limit of 3 times. So it's $1.50 back there. Normally 600 points is what you get. So $1.50 is much better than 60 cents. Final cost ends up being 48 cents total, or 24 stinking cents each. This is an amazing deal. One of my favorite things to do for Halloween is do like mummy dogs, like hot dogs that you wrap up in the crescent rolls and make them look like mummies. And then you put little eyes on with ketchup or whatever. Kids love them. We tend to do that. I usually try to make some sort of like potato soup, and we have mummy dogs before we go trick-or-treating and it's Friday night this year. So looking forward to that. This is another Box Top product, so make sure you submit to the Box Top app. All right, next deal I have for you is the Betty Crocker brownie or cake mix. You want to grab 3 of them for the Ibotta rebate. They're regularly priced anywhere from $2.19 to $2.29, but they're all on sale for $1.99 this week. And then we have a 50 cent off one 5-time digital coupon to pair with it. So when you grab 3 of them, you're going to pay $4.47. Ibotta is going to give you $1 back on 3. It's a limit of one time. So the final cost ends up being $3.47 total, or $1.16 each. Again, a box top product. Make sure you submit to the box top app. Yes, last week we did have a fetch rebate to pair with this too. It is gone in my account, but double check your account, see if you happen to have it. All right, here's our first freebie, and it happens to be a moneymaker too. I'm like really excited about this. My little ones absolutely love fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot and gushers and all of them. Regular fruit snacks too. So this is going to be a great deal. The Betty Crocker fruit snacks, fruit by the foot, roll-ups, gushers, all of them are included. They're regularly priced at $3.49. They're on sale for $2.99, and there's $1 off one 5-time digital coupon. So you're going to pay $1.99 each. You want to grab 3 of them. So I apologize about that. I should have put how much its total is, but it's a little less than $6, right? It's like $5.97, I think is what we pay. Anyway, then we're going to submit our receipt to fetch. We're going to get 6,875 points. That's $6. And basically, if you round up, it's like 88 cents on 3 of them. It's a limit of one time only. It's going to make all 3 boxes completely free, and you're actually going to get about 90 cents. I kind of had to round up with that 5 there. So maybe it's 90-cent moneymaker. But anyway, really, really good deal. And again, this is another box top product. So submit to the box top app. And if you want to count that money of 10 cents for each item, that's another 30 cents you can add to making money if you want to count it that way. Maybe not, but you can. All right, next deal here is the Danimal Smoothies 6 count. Now, you could also do this on the 12 count. It's just obviously going to be more money. They're regularly priced at $3.79. There's $1 off one 5-time digital coupon, and there's $1 off one manufacturer digital coupon. Just make sure they're both clipped, and you're going to pay $1.79 for the 6 count. Now, if you are like me and have a child that drinks these like they're going out of style, you may want to use these 2 coupons on a 12 count, which is going to leave you around 3 and change. But you're getting more. So it's up to you. Figure out how you want to do this. Next deal we have is the Hidden Valley Ranch. It's the 16-ounce squeeze bottles there. They're regularly priced at $4.49. You need to grab 2 of them, but they're on sale for $3.99 each, and we have the $1 off one 5-time digital coupon to pair with this. So your out-of-pocket is actually $2.99 each, or $5.98 total. But we're going to get 75 cents back from Ibotta for buying 2 of them. It's a limit of one time, and the final cost ends up being $5.23 total, or roughly $2.62 each. And by the way, Hidden Valley Ranch is the GOAT. I mean, you can buy other ranches, but it never tastes quite as good as Hidden Valley. Next deal we have is the Totino's Pizza Rolls 50 count. These are regularly priced at $5.99. Grab 2 of them. We have $1 off one 5-time digital coupon to pair with this. So out of pocket, you'll pay $4.99 each, or a little under 10 at $9.98. And then we're going to submit our receipt to Fetch. We have 3,500 points. Remember, for Fetchtopia, it's going up to 3,500. It's normally 1,400. So you're getting $3.50 back on 2. It's a limit of one time, and the final cost ends up being $6.48 total, or $3.24 per bag. I'm actually going to do this deal. So we don't do pizza rolls very often, but for like our favorite holidays, we like to do like on Christmas Eve. I don't know if these will last till Christmas Eve, but even around Thanksgiving, we like to have kind of just appetizer nights. And so I usually do some pizza rolls. So this is just going to add to that. All right, next deal we actually have 2 different scenarios. I kind of combined them. Hopefully it's not confusing to you. So you can grab one or both of these, and however you want to do it. So we have the Old El Paso dinner kit that's regularly priced at $4.49, and the Old El Paso sauces that are regularly priced at $4.29. They're both on sale for $3.99 each. We also have a 50 cent off one 5-time digital coupon that applies to both products. So your out of pocket for either one is $3.49 each. Well, we have two different rebates from Ibotta. One is for the kits for $1 back on one, limit of 5 times, and one is for the sauces for 50 cents back on one, limit of 5 times. So if you grab the kits, they're going to be $2.49 each. If you grab the sauces, it's going to be $2.99 each after rebates. Another kind of mixture, but I did have to split the deals because it is quite different from each other. So just regular Old El Paso shells. You don't have to get the carb specialty ones. They're regularly priced at $2.69, but they happen to be on sale for $2.49 this week. This 50 cent off one 5-time digital coupon applies to it, which makes them $1.99 out of pocket. We're going to take a receipt, submit it to Ibotta, get 50 cents back on one, limit of 5 times. Final cost ends up being $1.49 for a box of shells. Nothing extra, right? No kit like the other one. However, if you prefer like a lower carb one, or I don't know if it's completely carb free, but either way, the Old El Paso Carb Advantage shells or tortillas are regularly priced at $4.79. They're also on sale this week for $3.99. We have the same 50 cent off one 5-time digital coupon that applies, which makes them $3.49 out of pocket. And you do need to grab two of them for the Ibotta rebates. When you grab two of them, it's $6.98 out of pocket. Then we have an Ibotta rebate for $1.50 back on two, which is about 75 cents back on each one of them. It's a limit of one time. Final cost ends up being $5.48 total, or $2.74 each. So there you go if you are needing that. Next deal is the Yo Crunch Yogurt 4-count. These are regularly priced at $3.99. We have $1 off one 5-time digital coupon, so you're going to pay $2.99 out of pocket. And then we're going to take our receipt, submit it to Ibotta for $1 back on one, which is a limit of 5 times. Final cost for these yogurts is $1.99, which is roughly 50 cents per cup, which is not a bad deal on some yogurt. So if you like this, I do like these. They're really good, other than they're really full of sugar. So I prefer like the Too Good yogurts that have less sugar and carbs in them. But again, if you're not on a diet or whatever the case might be, you might enjoy these. All right, next deal. I'm thinking that Kroger butter sticks in price has actually gone down. I believe these were over $4 the last time that I looked, and I don't remember off the top of my head exactly what the price was, but it has definitely come down, which is great. We are seeing some grocery prices start to fall. We see some others start to go up, like coffee is going up like crazy, but it looks like butter's coming down, which is always great. So butter, the Kroger butter sticks, 16 ounce that are regularly priced at $3.99, have $1 off one 5-time digital coupon, and that leaves the final cost at $2.99 each. Now, if you can remember, you've been here for a while, usually $2.99 is the weekly digital price for them. So usually we get these on weekly digital for $2.99, not just a regular sale. So I was kind of shocked to see it this way, but it looks like that the reason why is because the prices are starting to fall on butter. So maybe with the weekly digital, it would be even better than a $2.99. So we can hope. Fingers crossed that happens. Next deal we have is the Ryle Tea. These are regularly priced at $2.49. They're on sale for $2.29 each, and we have a 50 cent off one 5-time digital coupon. That's going to bring us down to $1.79 per can out of pocket. Ibotta has a rebate for 50 cents back on one, a limit of 5 times, and it makes the final cost $1.29 each. Now, if you ever are trying to find these teas, they're actually over by the pharmacy section. They're like healthy teas and stuff. I don't know exactly. Kind of odd, but that's where I have found them, over in the pharmacy section. Look like around like the Boost and things like that. You'll find them next to the snacks and like diet snacks and stuff like that. So if you do need to find these, that's where you'll get them, but $1.29 per can. Next deal we have is the Airwick Scented Oil Refill 2-count deal, and this is pretty hot. These are regularly priced at $6.49. They're on sale for $5.89. We have a 2 off 1 5-time digital store coupon, and we also have a 3 off 1 manufacturer digital coupon. When you put both of them together, that takes $5 off total, leaving you at just 89 cents. Really, really sweet deal here. Now, hopefully you haven't already used this coupon. We've had deals in the last sale cycle with this coupon, so it may be gone for your account, but check and see if you happen to have it still, and you got a pretty sweet deal here. Next deal we have is the Finish dishwasher pods. They're the small bags. They're regularly priced at $5.49. They're on sale for $4.49. We have a $1.50 off one 5-time digital coupon. We also have a $1 off one manufacturer digital coupon. So clip both coupons, and it's going to bring you down for one bag at $1.99. Now, if you want to get a few more bags, they're going to be at $2.99 each, which is still not a terrible deal for these bags. But at $1.99, I'm definitely grabbing at least one bag. Next deal we have is the Snuggle Fabric Softener. Now, these are the bigger bottles. They're at 74.8-ounce bottles, so they're big. They're regularly priced at $9.99. They're actually on sale for $7.99. Plus, we have this 2-off-1 5-time digital coupon. So we'll take that coupon, pay out of pocket $5.99 each, and then you can take your receipt and you can submit it to Ibotta. We have a one-time use of a $1.25 back rebate, making the final cost $4.74 for one of them. Next deal is the Persil. Now, there's a couple of different rebates here, so we got to talk about the differences. So we have Persil laundry detergent or packs that are regularly priced at $13.99. There is a 2-off-1 5-time digital coupon, which would bring your out-of-pocket at $11.99 each. Now, this is where I need you to be very careful. With whatever you pick up, go ahead and scan it into the Ibotta app and make sure that it's attaching to either the Ultra Packs for 4-back-on-1, limit of 3 times, or the Activewear for 4-back-on-1, limit of 2 times, okay? Either one's fine, but you want to make sure that it's attaching to the rebate so you do get that $4 back. And it's going to leave you at a final cost of $7.99 each, which is great. And remember, you could grab 3 of the Ultra Packs and 2 of the Activewear all in the same transaction and get all that money back from Ibotta. So you could do that if you'd like. All right, guys, I'm actually not going to bring you any deals in this video on this particular, but I wanted to, this particular sale, I should say, but I wanted to let you know about it to keep your notifications on if they're not already on, or be subscribed and turn on those notifications. I'm going to be putting together a separate video on Wednesday. So depending on when you're watching this video may already be out. It may not already be out, especially if you're watching it early on Wednesday, but I'm going to put together a video specifically for this sale with the personal care, beauty, and cosmetics. Spend 15, save 5 instantly. I'll talk about the details in the later video, but I wanted to make sure that you knew to look for it on Wednesday, or if you're watching this later on in the week, there's 2 videos that with all the deals. But because we have so many deals this week, I wanted to split it up and also make sure I could get one video out for you in a timely manner, and the other one I can take a little bit more time with. So keep an eye out for the second video on Wednesday. All right, I don't have a lot of Kroger deals for you, but I do have a couple of them I wanted to talk to you about, including a freebie that you need to run to go grab. So these are just kind of random deals that are going on around the store. They may not even be deals within the Kroger itself, but deals with Ibotta or Fetch or another rebate app. So I wanted to show you just 2 of them, and then we'll jump into those weekly digital deals. All right, so here is our freebie and run deal, the Chomps Meat Stick. These are regularly priced at $3.29. You'd pay that out of pocket, but you'll get all of that money right back from Ibotta. It's a limit of 1 time. By the way, it is expiring on, it says 1 day left, which usually, not guaranteeing it, but it usually means all of the current day, which is Wednesday, and then you'll have so many hours counted down on Thursday. But obviously, look for the rebate. It can vary from account to account too. So just make sure it's still available to you and that you still have time left to grab this deal. But it's going to make it completely free. So if you need this deal, I would grab it. All right, another deal I wanted to make sure I shared with you because Thanksgiving is fast approaching and you might need this. So we do have a deal on the stovetop stuffing. Now let me, before I jump into this, the Ibotta rebate is very specific though. It is for the turkey or the sage. It is not for the chicken or something else that might be. I don't remember what else there is. So it's turkey or sage. Those are your only 2 options with the Ibotta rebate. So make sure you pick up the right option. But you want to grab 3 of them. You can mix and match between the turkey and sage. So say you want 2 turkey, 1 sage, or 2 sage, 1 turkey. Do it however you'd like. Or you can do all 3 of the same. They're regularly priced at $2.39 or Actually, I think I got that wrong. I'm looking at the picture now. I think it's $3.29. It's so small when I look at it on the screen on Kroger, but when I blow it up here, I can see it better. So I think it's actually $3.29. Sorry about that. They're on sale for $2 each, which makes your out of pocket at $6, $2 each, right? $6 total for three of them. And we're going to get two back on three, limit of one time from Ibotta, which makes the final cost $4 total, or $1.33 each. Again, if this is something that you're going to use, you have a big family, you're going to need multiple boxes, this is a great time to grab it. All right, let's move into the weekly digital deals. Okay, so we have quite a few matchups for you. I'm not giving you I try to do ones I recommend that aren't extra matchups, but I had so many matchups today. I am going to have to come back with you on Thursday and Friday to give you a few more deals that you might want to just grab because they're good deals. But anyway, these are digital coupons. You can use them up to 5 times, just like you can in the other 5-time digital coupon sale. The difference with these coupons as opposed to the other coupons is, first of all, these are only available for 1 week. So next week when we do a new sales cycle, you won't see any of these. They're all going to be gone. You'll get fresh new weekly digitals. But the other big thing that you should note is these are one-time use. You cannot use them multiple times. So if you want 10 of the Nathan's Beef Franks there, you can't get them for that price. You'll get 5 of them for $3.99, and even if you split your transaction, you're still going to pay the $4.99 for the other ones each. So yeah. So you got to make sure you only grab 5 in one transaction. You can grab less than that. You can grab 1, you can grab 2, but once you use that digital coupon, it is gone. So grab all the way up to 5 that you want. All right, so let's look at the produce that's being offered. Now, this will vary from region to region. Check your region, see what you happen to have. I have strawberries for $2.49 for 16 ounce. Large avocados are 99 cents. Private selection row tomatoes are $2.99. Plus, you get that extra 4 times the fuel points when you buy them because they're private selection. And then we also have Kroger bell peppers for $2.99. So there you go. Then, as far as meat goes, we have the Oscar Mayer Lunchables, which has meat in it. Then we have the Johnsonville sausages for $3.99. We have the Nathan's Beef Franks, like I said, for $3.99, and Lando Frost lunch meat, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second. All right, let's talk about the Lando Frost lunch meat. So these are regularly priced at $6.49. They're going to be $5.49, so you get $1 off with that 5-time weekly digital coupon. Pay for one of them at $5.49 and then take your receipt, submit it to Fetch. There's 1,000 points back on one. It's a limit of one time. So it makes the final cost $4.49. So it's a bit of extra savings there. Next deal we have is the Frawley's Fruity Ice Pops. These are regularly priced at $5.29. They're on sale for $3.99 each, but they're $2.99 each with a 5-time weekly digital coupon. Pay that out of pocket, and then we have this Ibotta rebate for 75 cents back on one. It's a limit of 5 times, so you can grab these for up to $2.24 each. That's way over 50% savings. I don't even know. It might be 60% savings for all I know, but really good price. All right, next deal. Now, this one is also going to be very specific for the Ibotta rebate. Now, if you search up always, you're going to see 5 or 6 different rebates. The only one I could find products that matched was this one, the Always Flex Foam pocket pads. All the rest of them were either the wrong sizes or whatever the case might have been. But these particular ones had the right sizes and the rebate matched. Okay. So they're regularly priced at $5.49. They're going to be $3.99 each with that 5-time weekly digital coupon. So pay $3.99 out of pocket for them. And then Ibotta has this rebate for 2 back on one, limited 3 times, which makes them $1.99 each. Great price there. So again, just preference this. I would make sure whatever you pick up, scan into Ibotta just to make sure that it is attaching to one of the rebates. I mean, maybe the other rebates are also working with some of the other products, but it didn't look like it from the rebate to what the sizes were or anything like that. So I could be wrong. Always double check me. All right, the next deal is on Coke. mainly Coke with the rebates, but you can also do Pepsi or 7 Up 2 liters. I like the Pepsi or 7 Up 2 liters as well. If that's your brand, then you go that way. However, if you like the Coke products, that's where you're going to get the most amount of savings for this particular scenario. You're going to need to buy at least 2 of them. You could buy 3 of them for like the regular Coke. The other ones are you need 2 of. But you could grab all 5 of them. I'm going to grab all 5 Diet Coke. So I'm only going to get 1 rebate back. Now you could do a mix and match where you buy 2 Diet Coke and 3 regular Cokes, or 2 Diet Cokes and 2 Coke Zeros, or 2 Diet Cokes and 2 Sprites, however you wanted to put this together. And then you could do multiples. So anyway, just depending on what you want. They're regularly priced are $3.49, which is crazy. My rebate is $1.49. However, we did get to see there are certain regions getting these for 99 cents with their weekly digital. So it may vary. For 2 of them, it's either going to be out of pocket $1.98 or $2.98. Then we have these Ibotta rebates. We have 25 cents back on 2 for the Diet Coke. We have 35 cents back on 3 for the regular Coke. We have 25 cents back on 2 for the Coke Zero and 25 cents back on 2 for the Sprite. So a whole combination of them. Final cost is going to be 99 cents for the 99 cent ones will be $1.73 for 2 or 87 cents each, or $1.49. It's going to be $2.73 for 2 of them, or $1.37 each. So however you want to put together this scenario, I may have made that super confusing, but hopefully you understand. Now, here's one more deal that you may want to grab instead. We have the Crush Schweppes or Starry 2 liters. Those are the 3 out of the 4 that it shows working on the manufacturer coupon. So there's also the Brisk Tea that was not showing working on the weekly digital. So you need to grab 4 of them. You can mix and match them however you'd like. You can grab 2 of the Crush, 2 of the Starry. You can switch it up anyway, however you want to do it. They're, again, regularly priced at $3.49. They're going to be $1.49 each, maybe 99 cents each. So you can change the scenario or the prices if you get the 99-cent coupon. We also have the $1 off 4 digital coupon to pair with it. That's a manufacturer coupon. Remember, one's a store, one's a manufacturer. Final cost ends up being $4.96 total if you have the $1.49 one, or $1.24 each. Now, if you happen to have the 99-cent weekly digital, I don't remember what the price will be, but it'll end up being like 74 cents per 2 liter. So it's still a really good deal. So there you go. There's a couple of options for you. You do kind of have to pick and choose which deal you'd like to do. Whether, because you can't grab 4 of these and also then grab 2 Diet Coke, which you could, I guess. You just pay $3.49 for one of them. And then the rest of them would be $1.49 or 99 cents, whatever the price might be. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a great big thumbs up. Do that for me, please. Make sure you share it with a friend, but also answer this question. What is your favorite deal thus far? So anything that I showed you today, let me know. If I've missed anything outside of the beauty event deal that I'm going to do a separate video on, let me know in the comments. And if I use your deal in the next video, I'll give you a big shout out. And sometimes even if you just leave a comment, I'm going to give you a big shout out. We go through some comments and we go through some shout outs. So make sure you do that. I'm so excited. I've been so bored with the last mega sale. I hardly made any videos last week, and it was partly because I just needed a break, but partly because there was just no more deals left to find. We were exhausted on them. So now that we have a brand new sale week, we've got a lot of deals. I know there were some that I kind of breezed by that I thought, oh, that can wait until the next video. So I didn't grab all of them just because I know this video could end up being, it could be 3 hours long if I let it. So anyway, let me know what your favorite deal is. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep an eye out for another video to post here soon, and I'll be back with you later. Bye, guys.